Thank you for the kind introduction and for your service as a board member, Tilu. I also like to thank our board of directors who are here for everything that you've done and what you continue to do. Thank you. I would like to thank each and every one of you for your time and support, and by being here tonight for choosing hope over cynicism. And thank you to my fellow CEOs from Canada, Spain, and France who are here tonight. The truth is, hope isn't always easy. Tonight, in places from Sudan to Israel to Gaza to Lebanon and beyond, families are dealing with the fear and suffering that so often comes from armed conflict. Smallholder farmers from El Salvador to Somalia worry about too little rain, which too often is followed by floods that destroy crops and livelihoods. The climate crisis is a hunger crisis, and studies show that it is leading to cynicism and despair. If you're cynical, you can be proven right by countless negative headlines. Here's one example. Nearly 1 in 3 people worry about where their next meal is coming from. And when you're chronically hungry, it is harder to learn, work, dream, and realize your full potential. You are more vulnerable to disease. Studies show that people who went hungry as children earn 10% less over their lifetimes and are 33% less likely to escape poverty. Worse, every 15 seconds, a child dies from hunger. Those are facts, but they are only part of the picture. Yes, hunger is a crisis. It's also one we can solve. Over the past 45 years, Action Against Hunger has contributed to a 60% drop in child deaths from malnutrition. We have proven that hope can win. Hope wins when we take action, when we combat feelings of powerlessness by slowing down as you have done, by showing up as you've done tonight, using your resources and voice to create change. And when hope wins, we can find better ways to deal with complex challenges. Action Against Hunger was founded because a small group of people insisted that hunger is not inevitable. They knew the world produces enough food for everyone. So hunger isn't just an issue of food. It is an issue of equity. They also recognized that acute malnutrition is a health issue. At the time, there was no cure. So Action Against Hunger created one. Our scientists were hopeful. So they crafted the world's first therapeutic formula to treat malnourished children. It became the standard for hospitals worldwide. But for too many people, including me, Charles Owubah, as a young boy, hospitals are hard to reach. You see, in rural Ghana, where I grew up, the nearest hospital was more than 20 miles away. Our family did not own a car or even a bicycle. To leave our farm, we would stand on the side of the road waiting for a passenger vehicle to pick us up. There were no guarantees. If we were fortunate enough to get into a ride, it would take about 2 hours to access a hospital bed. And that is why my mother gave birth to me and 4 of my siblings at home. There was no way she was going to get to the hospital in time for delivery. You see, Action Against Hunger's work is home for me. It hits home for me. It's special to me. And that is the reason why I am so proud of Action Against Hunger's leadership over the past 45 years. I've told my staff many, many times over, this is not a job. It ceased to be a job many, many years ago. This is special to me. You see, to bring healthcare closer to children in need, we challenge conventional thinking and develop effective ways to treat malnourished children right in their own communities. More than 70 national governments have adopted that model. Research and innovation are part of our DNA, so Action Against Hunger continues to conduct research and pilot new programs that enhance our impact. For example, we're working to improve maternal nutrition, introduce climate-smart agriculture, and understand how the gut microbiome impacts malnutrition. Here are a few examples. We launched a community-run solar-powered vending machine that dispenses clean water with the tap of a reloadable card. It helps prevent disease and gender-based violence, since women and girls no longer need to walk long distances to unsafe places to collect dirty water. We designed a system to predict flooding in rural areas that have little connection to the outside world. The tool gives farmers the advance warning they need to protect livestock and themselves. We created a tool to green emergency response. Since most people cannot design renewable energy systems, it gives nonprofit managers a turnkey design customized to their part of the world and is free to use by any nonprofit. By switching from fossil fuel-run generators, we can cut carbon emissions and their health impacts. The time and money we once spent getting gas to disaster areas can now be used giving help and hope to communities in need, people who can overcome unthinkable challenges with the right support. Food security is a basic human right. It is also a burning issue for the hundreds of millions of people who go to bed hungry every night, and for anyone who wants to live in a secure and equitable world. You see, opportunity begins where hunger ends. Ending hunger has a multiplier effect. We know that well-nourished children are more likely to complete more years of schooling than undernourished peers and escape poverty. Ending hunger is key to unlocking our collective potential to solve a range of global challenges, which brings me back to hope. Every hopeful action, no matter how small, says that this world has value, that everyone in it has value, that everyone has a right to a life free from hunger. You see, while cynicism can lead to complacency, hope demands that we take action. Hope is showing up tonight. It is giving, and through your donations, becoming more closely connected to farmers, to refugees, to doctors, and food scientists around the world. When we share our hope, each of us is a little less alone. And together, we create reasons to be hopeful. With your support, we can create hope and end hunger in our lifetimes for everyone for good. Thank you very much.